Hey, good morning. Melissa, I do see a note that you couldn't hear me. I wasn't talking, so hopefully you can hear me now. We're going to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and give me a quick note, Melissa. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, great. Welcome everybody to BlueSync training on this sunshiny May day. We're going to talk about smart homes today and the new training courses that corporate is going to be offering for the agents. So I thought it would be just a little fun to show some pictures from the Jetsons. Now I understand some of you are far too young to probably have ever seen the Jetsons, but if you ever have time to YouTube them, it is a great show. The Jetsons were far ahead of their time in the smart home technology, as you can see here from the dinner that Judy Jetson was able to bring up from a push of a button. And I don't know about you ladies, but oops, let me get back there. Once in a while, I wouldn't mind having a husband ejector, as I'm sure some of you can probably agree with me. And then we have, of course, here the kid cam, which would always come in handy to watch, keep an eye on your kid. But my favorite here is probably the vacuum cleaner, which actually we do have now with the iRobot vacuum. So it's kind of funny how they had that back then, and we actually have that technology now. So we're going to go ahead and get started about smart homes and the technology that is available. The best thing that probably Coldwell Banker has done in the smart home is to actually define what a smart home actually is. So if you go to blog.coldwellbanker.com, you can actually see they've really defined what a smart home is, because we've always talked about smart home this and smart home that, but a lot of people didn't understand what that actually meant. So Coldwell Banker, in coordination with CNET, has decided to define the smart home. So two must-haves. You must have a reliable internet connection. So it has to be cable, satellite, or DSL. And then you have to have at least three of the categories here. One of those three have to be either the security, which is smart locks, network security cameras, something like that, or temperature, which would be like a Nest thermostat or a smart thermostat. So you have to have the internet connection. You have to have at least three of these categories here, one of which has to be either security or temperature. So that's really what defines a smart home. So any home that has these features is considered a smart home. So what Coldwell Banker has done on their website is they actually have information about smart homes, and you can search for smart homes in your area. So if you wanted to search by location, which I jumped the gun and hit search without typing anything in, so we'll go ahead and give that a minute to run. But they actually have a little stamp that they put now on all of the smart homes that show up on coldwellbanker.com. So you can see once it comes up, it has this little light bulb here. So that notates that this property is a smart home. So there is actually no checkbox in Online Office or Crest. There's no checkbox to designate a home as a smart home. All you have to do is make sure in the comments that it actually states the words smart home. If it says smart home in the comments, then once it feeds to coldwellbanker.com, it'll have that little stamp there with the light bulb, and it'll be put into the smart home search. So if one of your agents is questioning how they can get their property to be advertised as a smart home, it's as simple as that. In the comments somewhere, it does have to state that it's a smart home. So if we come down here, and I did not test this out on this property, but it should say smart home somewhere here in the comments. So when it feeds through, and this property is actually a Remax one that I chose. So as long as the comments say smart home, it'll be tagged as a smart home in coldwellbanker.com. And again, to be a smart home, it has to have internet connection, either security and temperature, and then two of the other categories as well. So if you come to CB Exchange, one of the alerts recently has been about the smart homes. So what I did is I tagged it as a favorite. So I am now in my feed and I've clicked on favorites. So if you're ever in something in CB Exchange and you want to come back to it quickly, just go ahead and mark it as a favorite, and then you can get to it very easily here. So I have made a favorite of the definition of a smart home. So that's clicked here, and if you've not logged into CB Exchange in the last day or two, it's actually going to show up here on your bell as an alert because it's brand new information. So that definition that I showed you on the blog is also here in CB Exchange. It lists it out there as well. Also what they have, which is just brand new, just came out yesterday, is the new course that agents can take to be smart home certified. It is a two-part course. Each part is 90 minutes long. So if you go into CB Exchange and you can find the new Smart Home course, if you click Register Now, it'll give you these options. So what it is, the event start date would be the first 90-minute session, and then the event end date is when the second 90-minute session is. So the first session is here on the 24th, which is next Tuesday, starts at 10 a.m., so it'll run for 90 minutes. And then the second session will be on the 26th, which is Thursday, and it'll also start at 10 a.m. and end at 11:30. So that's why those times seem a little weird. So it's the first day, the second day. So the start time will be the start time that shows up on the start day, and then the end time will be what's showing up here. So it's just a two-part series, and then they'll actually be tagged as a smart home agent. So those are all these options here. You can see it runs all the way through August, and I'm pretty certain once they see how many people are taking them, they'll probably extend that out as well. Also, what is available, and that I recommend that if you have a chance to sit through it, is a quick overview of the smart home technology and the smart home certification class. So if you go to schmidteducationcalendar.com, you can see here on the 31st at noon, there's actually a course called CB Smart Home. Now this isn't the designation course, this is not the two-part series that you can take, but this is a quick half-hour overview of what the smart home is, what corporate is doing to advertise it, and then it'll give you a quick overview of that course that the agents can take. So again, in CB Exchange, if you've not logged in, it'll be on your bell because it was a brand new notification. It talks about the course that they can take. The agent just clicks Register Now. You can also get there by going to your Springboard and going to CBU. That same information will be there. And they've actually defined what the smart home is, which is great information to have because a lot of times our agents didn't really understand what it was to be a smart home, so they weren't marketing their properties as such. So now we have that designation defined, and to get that tagged as a smart home in coldwellbanker.com, remember all they have to do is type the word smart home in their marketing comments in the MLS, which will feed Online Office, which will feed Crest, which will then go over to coldwellbanker.com and be tagged as a smart home, which again we said will have that little smart home tag here that you can see that has that banner. And then when you're searching in advanced search, let me go back. So if a client is on coldwellbanker.com and they go to advanced search, they actually have that option, smart homes only. They can click that to yes. So that will give them only homes that have that smart home tag in the comment section. Okay, that's about all I have for you. Is there any questions? Go ahead and type them in the in the chat box. Diana asked, does it have to say smart home as 2 words or smart home as 1 word? It's smart home 2 words. So smart space home in the comments, and then that will get fed over to Coldwell Banker. Okay, I know that was a pretty easy topic, but it is really a marketing tool that Coldwell Banker is the first in the industry to really tackle. That designation course is going to be great for the agents to learn more about it. And then actually having that definition of what a smart home actually is has been really great. So go ahead and share that with your agents. You might even want to print that out, have it available in your offices. Another question, is this going to be a recording so that so that Colina can share it with her agents? Yes, you can actually record the session that's on the 31st. I can have that recorded and put into Online Office. Plus today's session is being recorded as well, so you could show today's session to your agents as well. Oh, thanks, Angie. I appreciate that. Okay, short and sweet and to the point. I'll give it just one more moment here to see if there are any questions. Again, to find this information, CB Exchange, you can just type in Smart Home. This information will come up, or check your little bell if you've not logged in. It will be an alert. You can always go to, I've lost it, but you can always go to blog.coldwellbanker.com. They always have great smart home blogs in here. And just share this information with your agents and let them know that there's all these courses starting next Tuesday that they can take to be smart home certified. And also, if they are able to take the first session but the second day doesn't work for them, they can mix and match. So say they take the first session on the 24th, then they aren't available again until June 2nd. That's fine. They can do that. They just have to enroll into both sessions. Okay, great. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you spending your time with us this Thursday morning. I hope everybody has a great weekend and get out and enjoy the sunshine. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.